Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth. He's the crypto father, the one and only, putting in the hours, never getting lonely. He's grinding day and night, making
So it's beginning. Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. It's the 2nd of January. I skipped yesterday. I was going to make a video on the 1st of January, but I decided, actually I didn't decide. It just worked out to that extent that I didn't make a video yesterday. But we're back today on the 2nd of January, and things are going bonkers already. I see posts left and right. Ivan on Tech is losing his mind. Scaramucci is talking about his company having to purchase or requesting him, his board is requesting him to add 1% of Bitcoin to his portfolio. So and there's a lot of talk of, you know, mooning and everything. So who knows where we are. So let's have a quick look at the crypto market cap and all that jazz and see how we're doing, and then we're going to look at some charts. Market cap is at $3.4 trillion, $3.5 trillion almost right now. $100 billion trading volume. Bitcoin presently at $94,580, Ethereum at $3,500, XRP at $2.3, BNB above 700, Solana 194, still below 200. Cardano 91 cents, it's crawling way back up to that dollar. Polkadot at $7.10, Litecoin at $105, and let's have a quick look at Meowcoin. Meowcoin had a significant dip. It's below 0002, but it is it did have a 9% pump, so that's good to see. The market cap has dipped again to 1.1 from 1.3. It went from 1.6 1.3, now it's at $1.1 million. On the charts, Bitcoin is looking to wrestle with the 91,000 support level right here. So last week I was talking about these two support levels here at 99 and then 98, and those were broken. And right now Bitcoin is trading below the 50-day EMA, which is not great, but it is bouncing off this $91,000 support, which was created from the last pump here on November 24th and proved to be a resistance before Bitcoin broke above that and then continued upwards to its 108 all-time high. But it did tap that level a couple of times, so we're gonna I made this as a resistance point right now. If it breaks below that, then there's another one right here, which was formed at the massive pump of this candle on November 11th, and that could be treacherous, because if it breaks below this level, then basically there is nothing here. It's in free fall until $80,000. So Bitcoin needs to hold this 91,000 and 89,000 levels. On the 1 hour, Bitcoin is having a nice little run up here, but also on the daily, the money flow is looking like it's leaving the market. So there is a huge dip in the money flow, which this actually may be an indicator of, you know, a good place to getting back in slowly. And I wanted to look at Ethereum. I traced a parallel channel on Ethereum, on the chart of Ethereum, basically starting like I did on Bitcoin, basically starting back from January 2018 and leading the channel across the all-time high of 2024, and then dragging down the parallel channel to the present lows. And so these match up, so that's a good indicator, we're presuming, because it does match up with the present lows. But so if we're looking at this channel, the channel shows us that we could potentially see an Ethereum priced September, October at about $8,400, $8,500 by October this year. So August, October. So this is where we could potentially see Ethereum go all the way up here, quite possibly in this region, obviously not in a straight line, but this is where we could see Ethereum reach the top of the parallel channel. And so that would be the price tag for Ethereum. And I know I talked about Bitcoin and the market dipping to $87,000. And while that may still be true, I am not too confident. I mean, this is a market. Nobody has a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball, so I just rely on the information that I gather from the internet. And well, based on the charts right here, it is possible that Bitcoin could dip below. And if it does dip below like it did before here, if it dips below these levels, we could still see Bitcoin going to $80,000. But of course, it's a matter of whether it will actually do that. Well, Ivan on Tech is he's super bullish, and then we've got Scaramucci right here saying that he is required to purchase 1% of Bitcoin in order to appease his board of directors. There's a lot of talk of Bitcoin supply shortage, and well, the way things are looking, it might be that everyone's bullish, like the whole world is all of a sudden bullish on Bitcoin, and it's hard to see it dipping below these levels. It's almost, you know, it's difficult to see it, but these things happen. One thing that Ivan on Tech is supporting, and I've been saying it as well, is the fact that 2025 is the end of the cycle. It's not going to be a prolonged cycle. Some people said, oh, this is, you know, it's the 4-year cycles are finished. Why would they be finished? Has Bitcoin halving finished? No, it hasn't. Bitcoin continues halving. It's going to continue halving until it's the end of mining, until the last Bitcoin is mined. So the 4-year halving cycles are still in place. So to say that the 4-year cycles are finished is ridiculous, because they're not. And the halving still occurs every 4 years, and so the market will be based around that. There will be a heated up period during the bull market, and there will be a cool off period during the bear market. So let's have a quick look at some of the things that are happening here. Trump wants to end mining in the US. This is an interesting play on words. He's not planning on ending mining, but he wants the USA to be the last place to mine all the remainder of the Bitcoin. But obviously that is problematic, because as the article states, Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency, and so, you know, he can't, or nobody can prohibit other places or other people from mining Bitcoin. So the US President-elect Donald Trump has talked a lot about the development of the cryptocurrency market, including creating conditions for the US to become a global hub for cryptocurrencies. Despite the optimism of many representatives of the crypto market regarding the fulfillment of Trump's promises, some of them will be extremely difficult to realize. In June 2024, Trump announced on his social network Truth Social his desire to create conditions for mining the remaining Bitcoins in the United States. The statement was made after a meeting Trump had with the representatives of large mining companies in June. Subsequently, several miners publicly supported his candidacy. In addition, the largest mining company, Mara, announced that all new transaction blocks in the Bitcoin network mined in the US will be labeled as Made in USA. In practice, fulfilling Trump's promise to mine all remaining Bitcoins is nearly impossible. This is because the Bitcoin network is a decentralized structure where no one can stop someone else from participating. Anyone with the equipment, power, and internet access can connect to the mining process from anywhere in the world. Additionally, there are few Bitcoins left to mine. As of December 27th, only 5.7% of Bitcoins are still to be mined, which is 1.2 million Bitcoin remain to be mined, which is not a lot compared to the 21 million that we had just a few years ago. Also, companies like Mara have been expanding their production outside of the USA because the labor costs are cheaper, and the electricity costs are also cheaper. So you know, the margin that these companies are making is higher. So it's hard for Trump to fulfill the promise of having all the Bitcoins mined in the USA when, like the article says, it's a decentralized structure. Companies, USA-based companies, are establishing mining farms outside of the USA in order to secure higher profits. So that's not really working in the benefit of Trump's promises, but that doesn't nullify his goals. So since the talk of adding Bitcoin to the national reserve, of course, the idea was that if the USA does it, then many other countries will follow, and that's going to be the case. And Hong Kong representative explores adding Bitcoin to national reserve under one country, two systems framework. So Hong Kong is also talking about that. A lawmaker in Hong Kong is reportedly proposing adding Bitcoin to the region's reserves for the purpose of financial stability. So while this is just in the talks, once if USA does manage to get that through, if Trump does manage to get the Bitcoin reserves through, then I assume that other countries will follow suit, and particularly the ones that are beginning to talk about it right now. Earlier this year, Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited, HKEX, the largest stock exchange in Hong Kong, announced the launch of its own virtual asset index. The index aims to provide a reliable benchmark for the pricing of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the Asian time zone, while solving the price differences between the different global exchanges. So institutions are beginning to gather around cryptocurrencies and beginning to provide a lot more, I guess, feedback and information to the general public. So even though they're not necessarily jumping in head first and providing ETFs, they are in the process of testing the waters, I guess, so to speak, by allowing access and exposure to the general public. People will be able to see cryptocurrency prices being tracked, and of course investors will be more interested if they notice that the prices are increasing and all that stuff, right? If people begin to see the price movements for cryptocurrencies on a daily basis, then of course their appetite for profits will increase, and this way cryptocurrencies will obtain a little bit more legitimacy by being included alongside other stocks. And this is a funny headline. Regulators struggle as 50% of banned UK crypto ads stay online. So these regulators can't even wrap their heads around banning advertisement. How can they ban cryptocurrencies or get rid of them, right? Half of all banned crypto ads flagged by the UK's FCA between 2023 and 24 are still online, showing the regulators' limited enforcement power. The FCA has targeted influencers promoting illegal schemes, but hasn't penalized companies behind non-compliant crypto ads. The regulator rallies on voluntary agreements to block unauthorized ads, but these efforts then fall short. The problem with this is that there's a lot of scams, a lot of fake ads, and so people keep falling for them. Just yesterday, this morning, I checked a comment somebody left on one of the BlogDag videos I released, which is a massive scam, and this person said that they followed the wallet which they invested into. Basically, BlogDag has had like 9 pre-sales right now, and they're ongoing, and he followed the wallet that took his pre-sale, which then took all the profits it managed to garner from investors, and basically began to purchase other crypto assets with the money that was deposited into that wallet. So it's a complete scam. And so people, from the beginning I was saying that the tokens, people are not getting the tokens. You should be getting the tokens immediately if you purchase them in any pre-sale. If you purchase tokens, you should be receiving them ASAP right away. But BlogDag promises to distribute those tokens in some future time upon release of the blockchain. And of course, the money that goes into those wallet addresses gets spent immediately on other cryptocurrencies, and it's hard to trace. So that's the problem that these guys are running into. Apparently, between October 2023 and October 24th, the watchdog flagged 1,702 illegal crypto ads, apps, and websites, yet only 54% of those vanished from the internet. And so the problem is with things like BlogDag, that it remains and it just continues to be a money laundering scheme for scammers. It's shocking that it hasn't been taken down yet. And Crypto News released an article with crypto predictions for 2025. Where are the big opportunities? So let's have a quick read. Bitcoin to the moon, Ethereum to the moon, Solana to the moon. Everything's going to the moon. All-time highs across the board dominate crypto. But beyond price, what are the key industry trends we should be looking out for in the next 12 months? CoinMarketCap's head of research, Alice Liu, told us that DeFi is poised to make a comeback with regulations set to loosen in the Securities and Exchange Commissions as Donald Trump begins his second term. Alice is also keeping an eye on the tokenization of real-world assets, with projects focused on tokenized commodities popping up in the United Arab Emirates and the US, leading the way on money market funds, and Europe bringing real estate to blockchains. Wild excesses and froth among smaller altcoins is a coming symptom of bull markets, and Alice told Crypto News that the cycle will be no different. CoinMe CEO and founder Neil Bergquist told Crypto News that institutions will increase their exposure to crypto once Gary Gensler's tenure at the SEC comes to an end, and on inauguration day, January 20th. So I guess a lot of companies are waiting for Gary Gensler to step down, so there's no more excessive oversight. But Wall Street's embrace of digital assets comes at a cost, with hodler's chief of markets Ruslan Lienka warning that crypto's performance will now depend heavily on equities. It also seems inevitable that we'll see countries around the world begin to seriously explore launching a strategic Bitcoin reserve, either by holding on to digital assets seized from criminals or buying some outright. This will happen whether Trump comes good on his policy or not. So the future is looking bright for the world of crypto. Korea has issued an arrest warrant on the the president Yoon Suk-yeol, and we're seeing a bit of a decline in cryptocurrencies in Korea. They were holding strong, but we're having a bit of a dip right now in crypto. Bitcoin dipped as low as 136 million won. I guess based on the charts, we could see it's still dipping further down, but it is trading above the 50 EMA right now. So that's 50-day EMA right now. So that's good. That's it for today's news. Do remember to pick up the Cent wallet. The sale is still on. You can still get in on the sale for the next 4 days, I think, or so, 3 days. And you can be eligible for the airdrop. You have 4 more days. You can get 44% off on a single wallet, which will cost you $89 with the ref link below the video, and $169 for the purchase of 2 for 47% discount. So get those wallets right now, because apparently all the other cryptocurrency wallets are getting hacked or strange things are happening. So this biometric wallet should keep you safe, should keep your storage stash safe. Get it now at a discount, or get it afterwards without the discount. Either way, get one. Make sure to smash the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, and come back tomorrow for Friday on January the 3rd for another update from the Crypto Father. I will see you then. Have a fantastic Thursday. Peace.